Hello Internet, and welcome back to my Sky Island series. In the last episode we continued our expedition, finally getting that shovel that we were after for our next upgrade. We also found 5 black rats out in the world, which we were able to put down and harvest their carcasses basically for another mission. Then we came back to base, pretty much just extracted straight away after seeing a hostile NPC we didn't really want to deal with. So we came back to base and we started crafting some of those upgrade items. Not only did we get the infinity ore or metal, whatever this thing is called, but we also got that corpse upgrade, which will give us missions in the future, and we have the shovel so we can now expand our main room. In addition to that, there was an update to the Sky Island mod, a very small tweak that's worth talking about. And with that, I think we're back in the episode. Everyone, welcome back. Hope you're having a nice day. But anyway, yes, so there was an update. I updated the game because there was a recent change added to the vanilla game that tweaked the Sky Island mod for one of the upgrades that we were working on. Specifically, I believe this was the Order's Blade here, which requires a platinum gas card, a purity ring, engagement ring, wedding ring, fancy watch, pair of intricate cufflinks, which I've never seen in this game before, a signet ring, a platinum locket, and a pair of onyx and silver earrings. Now, if you'll remember, previously when we had this upgrade requirement, it actually required a ton of gemstones, and we weren't really sure how we were going to get those things. It would require lots of these dogs next door every day. Every time I want to record Internet, something goes wrong. I'm just going to power through. So yeah, we needed a lot of gemstones, which are very hard to find just by looting. They would have required us to basically take apart lots of jewelry trying to find exactly the gemstones we needed. Would have been a huge hassle. So someone went in and they changed the missions. And this upgrade would give us 2 missions per expedition. So we just need to keep an eye out for some of this stuff. I did not add it to my cheat sheet. I will do that, I guess, off camera at some point. And then the third tier, which gives, I assume, 3 missions per expedition, that is the one that now requires gemstones. So yeah, that's a thing. So we want to focus pretty much exclusively on that room upgrade, which means we need sheet metal and we need steel frames, which are not, we talked about it previously, it's not the easiest thing in the world to get steel frames. So what I want to do, we're going to go on an expedition here and we're going to specifically focus on those things. Again, I reserve the right if we find something that we, possibly could detour to sort out through like a major loot location or something like that, then of course we will do that. But our focus in this one, we're going to be going for sheet metal, and possibly, if we find a vehicle and it's close to extraction and we can kind of work on it, we will do steel frames as well. So we're going to need a few tools for this. We can drop the crafting materials that we picked up previously. It looks like we used one of the weasel corpses instead of the black rat there, so that's okay as well. We're going to drop the 22 ammunition. We took that rifle with us for hunting, which is honestly just extra encumbrance we really just don't need on this particular expedition. We're going to take the barbed wire bat. We're going to keep our pistol on us just for an emergency. I don't know that we need all the extra ammo for the pistol. We probably have 50 rounds on our person. I'm not sure what the magazine capacity of the actual pistol. Oh, it's literally right there. So yeah, we have 56 rounds that we're taking with us. We really don't need that necessarily, but it's not particularly voluminous. So in addition to what we're taking right now, I would like to take a bolt, because you never know, we might find a furniture item that we want to take apart. We know we want to keep an eye out for light bulbs as well. And I don't think, obviously in real life, you don't need a bolt to take apart, a lamp to get a light bulb. But in this game, we probably have to deconstruct the item, so I really don't know what would be required for that. So we want something with a bolt turning quality. We have a screwdriving quality. We have pretty much everything that we want here except for a hacksaw, which we would need for harvesting metal. So let's head down. And I don't think we have a lot of hacksaws, but I think that they are, something we needed to take with us here, and if we lost it, we do have a backup here, and I believe we have a reciprocating saw as well. Oh, I just remembered a dream I had. I have no idea why this just popped in my head, but I thought of Critical Role, and that's because I had a dream where I was playing D&D with the people from Critical Role. What a weirdly specific dream. Why did I just now remember that? What a weird thing that is. Specifically, I remember talking to Matt Mercer is who I was mainly focused on in the dream. I have no idea why that is. Okie doke. Well, that's a weird thing to remember and suddenly share with the internet. So I think we're just going to head down here. There's nothing I see that, you know, is giving me hesitation, like maybe we should hold off or take something extra with us. I think we're fine here. We are definitely going to favorite that hacksaw. We don't want to lose that. And we should favorite these binoculars as well in case we ever end up dropping those. Pretty much nothing else we would ever accidentally drop. Let's wield the bat just so we're prepared in case we get down there and get in a bad situation. Let's move away so we can actually see our inventory. Okay, so we have screwdriving, bolt turning, we have a hammer, we have everything we need to deconstruct furniture. Let's just check furniture, deconstruct to make sure we have everything. Deconstruct fireplace, we're not going to be doing that, that's fine. Yeah, so let's just head down here. Hopefully a quick expedition, sheet metal, steel frames, and possibly like, I mean, I guess just the material tokens from making it back. And if we find other loot, we find other loot, but we're not going to be focused on looting. We're just going to try to duck into a building, take apart some shelves for sheet metal, that sort of thing. Always nervous when we're about to go on an expedition. Let's just go, I guess. Quick expedition, put me in a field, let's do it, baby. All right, you arrived. Press the key when you're ready. Random missions, press key. We don't see any hostile enemies. We are near a road. That's pretty good. Looks like just random crap here. What did that say? Lapua casing? Is that how we say that? I actually don't know. Okay, check the map. We are very close to the town that we started looting in a previous episode. That's really good. If I remember correctly, there's a road roller right here, and we know that this area of town has already been cleared, so we can go there to harvest our sheet metal. And I believe we actually damaged the road roller at some point by hitting enemies, so it may be easier to pull a steel frame off of that and then escape. Where is our extraction is the next question, because if it's in that direction, that would be fantastic. So this is just a mission. Looks like there's no special guards, so where is that one? Okay, to the north. So if we go there, we will just be able to grab some warp shards randomly without any consequences or enemies to fight. And then our extraction, oh, kill 50. Oh, okay, so this is that slaughter mission we unlocked. Kill 50 enemies in 2 hours? That's essentially impossible. We're not going to be able to do this. Really, 50? I would have thought maybe these would be set based on the duration of your expedition. 50 I mean, obviously we could get in a car and just run a bunch of stuff over, especially if we get that road roller. But 50 of them, we've been on like 8 expeditions and we've only killed 100 enemies total. So there's just no way we would do, like, that's literally, it's like one enemy every 2 minutes. That's just not plausible unless you super like focused in on that. Maybe it gives a lot of warp shards, I don't know. But we're not doing that. There's no way we're doing that. And then let's find the expedition. Okay, so this is the first one that's kind of out of town here. A little nervous about that. And it is north. It's the exact opposite direction of where we want to go. We did spawn near a giant P symbol. What is this? Another portal? Are you serious? Come on, man. Where is it? Okay, I can't see it, but we are hearing things. From here you hear smash, smash, smash. Okay. That's the second portal we've seen in 2 expeditions. Did they get buffed, or is this just a coincidence? Because that's real bad. I don't know what they do exactly, but I know I don't want to deal with it. Man, okay, so the fact that they're in opposite directions for our expedition is actually a little problematic. We know that the road roller is over here, or Jesus God, I hope I'm not forgetting, because if I'm thinking of the wrong place, that would be bad. But I'm pretty sure the road roller is over here. So once we get that, we could very quickly deconstruct, smash whatever to get the sheet metal and then just gun it away again. But that includes us repositioning the road roller and potentially running into issues up here as we try to extract. We do have 2 hours. Hoofing it over there shouldn't be too bad. We're not super equipped. Let's just go get the road roller, I think. See a black rat. No, I already murdered your kind in the last episode. Oh, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing good, having a good day. I had actually a terrible day. So a few bad things have happened, but there's also one interesting / good thing that happened. First, my freaking space heater melted my cord, my extension cord. That was pretty scary. I smelled burning plastic. Where's the moose at? We want to keep an eye on the moose. Moose is tracking. 43 southwest. We will just start heading west to circumvent this, but we don't want to get so far west we trigger the zombie horde. Lots of blue jays, a couple foals, you know, baby horses. Okay, there's a brainless. Let's head south now and try to keep them on the outskirts of our vision. Petrified person. Something grabs the petrified person's torso. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of these things. They're just so obnoxious. Just don't run over here. Just stand there and let it happen, man. It's over for you. Oh, my vision radius just constricted enormously on the map. Why did that happen? Did the weather change? It says moon. I don't see the weather. I don't know how you even look at weather in this game. Anyway, I smelled burning plastic and was like, hey, that's not great. So I got up and was sniffing around trying to see, you know, I smoke. So it's like, I don't want to drop a ember on like the balcony or something like that and start a fire. So I was sniffing around and it seemed like it was coming from the cord of my space heater. So I turned off the heater and I unplugged the cord, and when I unplugged it, it came apart in my hand, which is terrifying, by the way. I have like a very healthy fear of electricity, so I don't mess with electricity. It just came apart in my hand, and the cord for the space heater was covered in black plastic that had all melted. Okay, we're hearing a lot of noises. Northwest, you hear smash, smash, smash. Is it like another portal by any chance? Public pond. Oh, a collapsed tower. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna immediately go south, because if I recall correctly, the collapsed tower is that quest location that contains very, maybe they're not all super deadly, but like they produce a lot of toxic gas. They can spawn in a swarm, so there's like a lot of them that you would have to deal with, things like that. I don't understand why my vision radius is so constricted. It's only 626, and this is springtime, so like the sun would still be up at that time of day, so I'm not sure why the minimap has constricted so much. The sun shouldn't be going down this early, so I'm not 100% what's going on here. Do we have an effect that's causing this? No, I don't think so. Interesting. I don't know what to make of that. I don't like it. It makes me nervous, but okay, because we could see something at like the outskirts of our vision and not know what it is, like not know that it's there. Like remember in a previous episode we saw an NPC at the very edge of our vision radius and they could still see us from that distance. So if this is an us specific effect and it's not because like the sun is going down or whatever, then it's possible like there could be an NPC all the way over here who can see us because they're not penalized in the way that we're being penalized and could come murder us, which would be, you know, like murder is not a super fun thing to happen to your character. All right, just keep hoofing it to the road roller. This is taking longer than I thought, but whatever, it's okay. What was I? Oh yeah, so basically, so the space heater melted the cord, and I was scared because it came apart in my hands, and there's like a big hole in the extension cord where a bunch of the plastic came apart with the plug, so I'm just a little nervous about that. And then it was very cold over the week here so far as well, so it's been like I have no heater. It's a very old house, so like I'm just freezing in here. Oftentimes it's colder in this room than it is outside, which is just pretty nuts, and I don't really understand why that could possibly be. So that's a lot of fun. So that happened, and then what else happened? Then I got called a homophobic slur last night. That was a lot of fun for no reason. Just literally a guy drove by in a truck while I was going for a walk and called me a homophobic slur, shouted at me from his truck because I assume he has a very small penis and is trying to compensate by being an asshole. So that was fun. And then I guess just one of the ladies I'm talking to is having a birthday this week. So I asked, you know, hey, what do you want for your birthday? And she said, which to my surprise, usually when I ask people what they want from their birthday, they're like, oh, don't worry about it. You don't have to get me anything. And she immediately was like, oh, I collect rubber ducks, so just get me a rubber duck. And I was like, what a weirdly specific, like, good for you for knowing what you want, I guess. I just did not expect that answer when I was like, what do you, because in my head I was like, oh, I'll take her to lunch. You know, we'll get a coffee, we'll talk, you know, I'll buy her a lunch or something. So I don't remember what watches and stuff we needed. So we're going to take the dental grill and the gold watch in case it's needed for that mission we reviewed at the start of the mission, or at the start of the episode here. I don't think we needed either of those, but you know, might as well check. Yeah, I guess the sun is just going down at 5:30 in the afternoon is why our vision is constricting. It's not great. I didn't bring a flashlight. I usually bring a flashlight. I should bring one. I should favorite one and take it with us all the time. Now, we don't necessarily need one. We do have headlights on the road roller, and we know the road roller works, so we can just drive it. But once we get up there, we're not going to have much vision because it's going to get dark. So I'm a little nervous about getting to extract if it gets dark. But for now, I guess we're not, you know, don't worry about it. So let's see if we can take apart one of these shelves and see if we get, basically, if we get any sheet metal from this or not. I'm not sure. Simple furniture only takes 1 second. That seems wrong. No, we get small metal sheets. That's unfortunate. We do need, we do know that we can take apart an oven, if I remember right. Ovens give, didn't we not loot this house for some reason? No, I'm sure it's fine. Ovens give sheet metals. Last I checked, you can even smash them, but here it apparently only takes 1 second to take, oh wait, no. Oh, I messed it up. So if you deconstruct simple furniture, what you actually get is a oven. Like, you would carry this back to base and you would be like, oh, it's an oven now. We didn't want that. We wanted regular deconstruct furniture, which would take 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Why don't we just smash this crap? Because I'm pretty sure you still get a sheet metal from smashing it, and if we don't, we can go somewhere else. Doesn't seem to be damaging the, oh, because I turned it into an item, we can't actually smash it anymore. Of course. So can I set up the stove again? How do I do this? It would be construction menu, appliances, or no, search for oven, place oven, takes a minute, sure. Now we can smash it, making a lot of noise. We see a rabbit outside. Stamina's drained. Okay, let's wait for our stamina. Let's wait a minute. Okay, this is not really going as planned. What else can I take apart? Let's go for a walk so our stamina recovers a bit. What else can you take apart for sheet metal? Well, you can from quarter panels. Quarter panels give sheet metal. So some of these are wrecks. So if we look around the wreck, there might be some sheet metal laying on the ground. I don't know. It's possible. Let's have a look. Nothing there, nothing there. We could hit a vehicle with a road roller and try to dislodge some stuff that we could take with us. And because these wrecks are so destroyed, actually, now that I think about it, they're just going to give scrap metal and not actually any parts. Okay, well, how... Okay, well, if we... No, none of that's going to give sheet metal. Okay, well... Let's see the road roller, how long it takes to take a quarter panel off. Requires mechanics 2, which we don't have. Yeah, didn't think about that. Okay, well, that's okay. So the ovens are our best bet, I guess. And I guess we're gonna wait for our stamina to come back. Is there something we could pick up that has a higher bash damage than this? Probably not. 19's pretty good. I'm surprised we weren't able to smash the oven yet with our strength and that bash damage of that weapon. I wonder if someone made them more durable. Okay, this is ridiculous. So let's just deconstruct the furniture. You cannot deconstruct this. Oh, okay. Well, I can't listen to the stamina sound anymore. Let's wait. Okay, we're down to 7 pulses. Those give small sheet metal. Is that a workbench? Maybe the workbench gives more proper sheet metal. It is a workbench. Deconstruct. Can't deconstruct a workbench. But why? Why couldn't I deconstruct a workbench? Well, I don't know what to do. We can't seem to smash an oven. We could make a home wrecker and see if we could make a higher bash damage weapon, but I kind of doubt we can. Yeah, we just don't really have many skills, and we don't have materials, and they usually take a while to craft. So we would need 8 long strings, chunk of steel we can easily get from vehicles, and a plank. Alright, well, its bash damage is 35, so we can try this. So let's go gather some long strings here. I guess is how we're gonna do this. Long string, we'll take the stick as well for the crafting. Okay, so this is not going as smooth as I anticipated, but that's, you know, we adapt. You adapt and you overcome, or whatever. I don't even know what that quote is from, but that's fine. Okay, so that's our plan. What was I? Oh yeah, so she was like, yeah, I like rubber ducks. So I was like, okay, that's weirdly specific, but I guess I'm gonna go to Amazon and see what kind of ducks there are on Amazon. So she was like, yeah, like my favorite ones, they're like hood ornaments, kind of like you put them on your dashboard in your car. Not hood ornaments, like a dashboard ornament, and you like stick them to the hood of your car or the dash of your car. And I was like, okay, well, that's odd. And she sent me a few pictures, and they're all like pink, and they like are wearing gold chains, and one of them's holding like a golden assault rifle or something. And I'm like, okay, this is like super interesting, because I didn't even know these things existed. Hello, Zapper Zombie. I think we just, our stamina is low, which is a problem, but I think we just lure you onto the wreck here. And these should all be like 300 move costs, 400 move costs, so it's going to take you a second. In fact, we can probably, no, you know what? Yeah, there we go. The Ring smartphone case. No, cigarettes. Okay, we haven't been dropping our backpack. I have to remember to do that. Didn't I need checkered pants for some reason? Take that, I guess. I don't think we did, but and we need to be checking for platinum gas cards is something we should be looking for. And my stamina is dead again. So do we have enough long strings for the home wrecker? Homemade suppressor, eh? No, that's not what I want. Yes, we do. So we need chunks of steel, and we should be able to obtain this relatively easily. Oh, there's an unpulped corpse here. Oh, and I smashed by accident trying to find the corpse. I smashed the vehicle. So that's going to give us the chunks of steel we were looking for. So we will grab, in fact, we can just craft it from here. Home wrecker. And that's a 35 bash damage weapon. Dispose of the bat, that's fine. And that should restore our stamina. So I'm assuming we are wielding the home wrecker. We sure are. Is the baseball bat in our backpack? It is. So let's go smash this oven here. Try this again. Burning more time than I intended, but there we go. And these are going to be small sheet metals. I love that when I smashed it, the crap went everywhere. I've never seen that happen before, and I absolutely love that. Because it used to be you smashed it, it would drop everything right on the pile of that tile. I love that it exploded all over this room because I bashed it with a giant object. So it looks like we get 2 sheet metal per oven. Let's head next door, do the same thing. We need, I believe, 8 sheet metal total. So we have a look here, the hollow carver we need, or no, it's the, yeah, it is the hollow carver. 8 sheet metal. Yeah, so we're gonna need a lot of these. Worst case scenario, we use the material tokens to get the steel frames, I think. We can try smashing vehicles to see if we can get a frame, but I'm pretty sure it renders them all into just like scrap pieces of metal, so probably not going to do that. There's nothing else I see that we would use for sheet metal. I don't think so. Maybe we could smash that slide outside. It might give us some sheet metal, but I kind of doubt it. I'll see when I smash this one, it just dropped it on the ground. That's no fun. I wanted it to explode again. Okay, so we will take the copper wire for sure. Heating it. You know what? We might as well take some of this stuff. And this one gave 4 sheet metal, so we'll take that as well. Maybe I just missed some of the sheet metal when I smashed the other one. Or it's possible because I installed it as an appliance instead of letting it be the regular placed oven that maybe it gave less that time. Not sure how that works, but okay. So let's did we clear up to the next house? I kind of don't think we did. Based on our vision tiles, it doesn't look like we cleared here. So the kitchen looks like it's in the back of the house, and we know that above here was a horde. So is there anything to the south where it's a little safer that we could go? Well, this is the military surplus, and we know that a brazier can be made of a single sheet metal, so it is possible we could take apart the braziers in there for sheet metals, and it's going to be safer in there than traveling in here when we don't know what's to the north or in the building. Why don't we try that? And then there are some lockers in the rear as well, so it's possible we could smash the lockers. Might be something that can give sheet metal. Let's grab a brazier and kind of move it away from the front so when we smash it's not making as much noise. Actually, are we even going to smash this? Don't we deconstruct furniture 3 minutes? Let's try smashing one. And it gave this small sheet metal even though it's made of a large piece of sheet metal. That may be because we smashed instead of deconstructing. So let's move this one south, ungrab it, and we'll try deconstructing. It's too dark. Okay, well, let's move this to the back of the building, I suppose. Nope, don't enter options. Stop grabbing. So let's smash a locker and see what we get. Nope, just small sheet metals again. Your home wrecker's damaged. That's okay. There may be something on the roof as well that could potentially give us sheet metal. So let's deconstruct this one instead of smashing it. You cannot deconstruct this. Okay, let's take down the brazier, convert it into an item, put it in our inventory, and then deconstruct it from our inventory. Brazier, disassemble here, dispose of the home wrecker, drop the home wrecker. That gave us 4 scrap metal, 4 lumps of steel, 1 chunk of steel, despite the fact that the brazier is not made of any of those materials. It's made of 1 sheet metal. So why would you not just give me back a sheet metal. Also, why does it say I only have 3 sheet metal? Did I not pick up 4 sheet metal previously? I thought, didn't we see that it had 4 sheet metal? The oven is destroyed. 1 small sheet metal, 1 sheet metal, 1 sheet metal. Then we went next door. We picked up 1 sheet metal. Some items were not picked up. Oh, I didn't have space for the other sheet metal. Okay, well, before we go, let's wield the home wrecker. And I'm curious, can you smash a dumpster? And does it give sheet metal? Yes, it does. It's just we don't have space for it. Okay, so what can we do to accommodate carrying a bunch of sheet metal back on our person? Got a text, probably from the rubber duck girl, which, by the way, I have no problem with that. Maybe that sounds like I was judging her. I just think it's a very specific thing that I was not expecting. So dumpsters do give sheet metal, so we don't have to go back to the last house to check, to pick up the sheet metal that we dropped. What we should do is try to free up a little space. Maybe we can fit 1 more. I'm very skeptical that we're going to be able to get 8 sheet metal. It just seems like a basic impossibility. Now, some items, like material items, have bundles you can craft. Like if we make planks, you can actually make a bundle of planks. So I don't know if there's something like that for sheet metal. Would be pretty nice. Bundle of cotton sheets. No, it does not look like there is any way of bundling sheet metal. Which is like, it kind of makes sense. Sheet metal is actually, it depends on the sheet metal, obviously, how big it is, but this stuff does tend to be extremely heavy. I worked with, what doesn't matter, you don't care. I made elevator doors for like a week. I worked in a factory where we worked on elevators. We had to handle a lot of giant sheet metal that I could barely maneuver at all. So, and any other problem is that we actually have to take it back to base. This is not something where we could craft the item we're after on the ground like this. We actually have to be able to take all of these materials back to base. So I think we're probably only going to be able to take 2 or 3 of them. What we can do is drop the home wrecker, wield the baseball bat, so that's no longer in our inventory, and we can just free up that space in our inventory. And then we really didn't pick very much else up, so I don't think we're gonna, there's nothing we're gonna drop here that's gonna free up a ton of space, right? Apparently I picked up these phones by accident. Do I have like an auto pickup rule on or something that I didn't realize? Okay, it doesn't matter. All this stuff is just so tiny, it's not going to free up much space. Yeah, when did I pick up a wallet? I don't want all of this. Why did I pick this up? We can get rid of the metal materials as well. Those take up a fair bit of space. We're going to keep the heating elements and copper wire because we're going to need those to craft eventually. We don't really need the scrap metal. We don't need the checkered pants. I thought that was on our list. I don't think it is. And I'm pretty sure neither of these are on our list. So that might help us fit 1 more sheet metal. Let's try to pick them up. Some items were not picked up. Let's check our inventory. We are carrying 4 sheet metals, so that is half of what we need, but we're not going to be able to get more than this. We've already freed up all the space we would have available. Obviously, we could try putting them in something and then wielding the thing. Like if we find another bag, we could put them in another bag and then wield that bag to carry it with us. But I honestly think because we've already sort of explored this area, I don't think we're very likely to find a good bag that could accommodate these larger items. And now that we know we can do it with sheet metal from dumpsters, that's now that we know we can get sheet metal from dumpsters, we know it's not hard to find. Same with houses. It's pretty easy to find those things. I'm tempted to just try to go hit this mission and then leave with our loot that we already have. I also kind of hate the idea of taking the road roller because I like that it's here in the town, where if we ended up back here we could clear more of the town using the road roller. So I'm a little hesitant to just walk away with that. There's a roadworks here, scientist corpse, but my concern is, if we have to walk past the portal, could maybe be a problem. It'd be better to jet past on the road roller. All the other vehicles we saw were wrecks. Yeah, I think we just take it. I kind of hate it. I kind of hate taking it. I love it. It's amazing, but I hate taking it. I would rather leave it here for future clearance of this town if we were to get plopped down here again. But what we can do, yes, I see you darting around up there, rabbit. Let's mark this vehicle position so that it will be marked on the map in the future, and we can just drop it up here at extract because there's another town here that we could use to, be cleared with the road roller a little bit. So I don't know. Also, I wanted to point this out previously. Our entire expeditions have all been to the east of Sky Island. We have not had a single expedition put us down on the west side of Sky Island, because our Sky Island's in here. Everything has been on the east side of the Sky Island. I'm not sure why that is. I know that when I first started playing, the mod creator did tell me it has a bias towards putting you, like it basically puts you down in the same areas more frequently than it should. So I assume it's just that. But yeah, no, that's a little disappointing. We would love to go to a completely new area and fumble around a bit. Let's hop in our vehicle here. Can't construct. That is the wrong button. Gotta look at my keyboard. Oh, it's a seat in the middle of the vehicle. I was like, oh no, did we destroy the seat? But no. And let's get those headlights on, which would be... Oh, did we destroy the headlights? Examine vehicle? No, we know it had headlights because they were on when we found it. And we were like, why are the headlights on? Apparently not. Apparently there are no headlights. All right, well, okay. So driving in the dark it's not gonna be great. Let's get out of this expedition. I was gonna say we could install another headlight, but I was like, no, we can't really. Let's just get out of here. Man, it's getting dark. It's only 6:30. It's like, it's not even this time of year in real life, and it's already brighter here, you know, at night than it has been for months, because that's just how, you know, seasons work. We do see some zombies. I'm not really concerned about it. Mostly I'm concerned about running into rocks and stuff. Panicked person's dog is chasing me, it looks like. We hear smash, 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 smash. Apparently that text message was actually from my family member asking me to put air in her tire. So I guess I have to do that at some point. She's gonna babysit my niece. My niece apparently has a fever, which means she's probably not going to school tomorrow. And we don't want to plow into this building. I thought we were further east than we are, despite just looking at the map. Yeah, okay, let's drive over here. Yeah, anyway, so apparently people like rubber ducks. I was shocked by how many there were on Amazon. And then I was shopping because it's like her birthday, you know, whatever, I don't know. You want to get someone something nice, and if they tell you what they want, you might as well get them exactly what they want. So I was looking on Amazon, and I was like, how can I put my spin on this? How can I, you know, turn this, like, because she sent me pictures of like, oh, pink ones with like cute hats and stuff. See, my vision radius expanded. Why? What is that about? Now I can suddenly see much further. It must be weather somehow, but I never saw anything about the weather. Is it the portal? Being near the portal maybe affected us somehow? There was no effect in our menu. Did it just get like cloudy and I just didn't know that because I don't have weather on my sidebar. Weather? Maybe we should turn on the weather. It says clear now. It must have just been the weather. Well, good, actually, because that means we can, you know, feel comfortable going to do the mission. Because I was like, man, if it's this dark, how are we going to drive in the dark and like be safe and try to, you know, explore and get over to the mission and stuff. All right, well, that's good, I guess. So we'll head north. But anyway, so I was shopping around trying to find like a goth rubber duck, and I could not find any. So I was like, you know, just doing some Googling and searching, and I found it's some collectible. They're called Tubs, I think is the name of the brand, which I've heard that name before. I just never like bought anything that they make or whatever. But I found it's a, you know, I'll try to put a picture on screen, I guess. It's a duck that's supposed to be Pennywise from It, you know, from, you know, Stephen King's It, the recent films. I don't know. I was looking for like horror stuff, and like they have the like the Resident Evil Nemesis guy and stuff like that, but I didn't think she would necessarily, that's more something I would buy for me, like, because I know what Nemesis is, but I figure she probably doesn't. So, you know, yeah, I bought a Pennywise rubber duck, and that should be here, I don't know, tomorrow probably, or the day after. Never bought anything like that before. Very interesting, very strange. Seeing a lot of enemies. I'm not really sure why there's a horde out here, but they're doing the thing that the hordes always do, which is migrate to the west for no obvious reason. So I guess that's what we're doing. There's a derelict shed. And I was really hoping we could like cut across, but there's just so much forest on either side of us. We could fall back to the trail, but I don't know how drivable the trails actually are. I don't know what the trails look like. I don't know if they would be drivable if they have boulders on them or not. So I think we'll come up to this gap here and try to go there. We're probably going to hit some enemies as we travel through. Yeah, they doubled back after they spotted me. That's okay. And we will just come across the field here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to order people gifts either. I was like, so I just asked directly because I was like, yeah, I have no idea what you want. And I have no idea really what you're into beyond, you know, our little bit of discussions here and there. So I'm not really sure what I should be getting you. And I was really hoping she would just be like, yeah, no, let's just do lunch one day, which would have been nice for me as well. But, you know, I'd have no problem shelling out some probably way too much money, I guess, for a duck. Probably not worth what was spent, but that's okay. You want to get people something nice for their birthday. I hate gifts. I always feel very uncomfortable with gifts. I've had people on Discord offer to buy me like games and stuff, and it just sort of makes me uncomfortable. And it's not that I don't appreciate it. It's just that I am like, I get uncomfortable when people give me gifts because I'm not accustomed to that sort of energy. Like, we grew up in a family where we don't really make birthday plans or gifts or anything like that. So for me, if someone asked me what I wanted, I would just be like, yeah, no, nothing. It's, you know, it's fine. But I like getting other people stuff. Like, it makes me happy to be able to, especially when they're direct and they're like, yes, this is what I want. I enjoy that because then I know for sure I'm doing what they want me to do. So I don't know. That's been something that's been on my mind a lot. I know we talked about that in the last episode, how I've been struggling a little bit with like the diagnosis aspect of like what goes on with me, but it's something I've been thinking about a lot since I talk to people more, is like, I feel very uncomfortable because I don't know what people want or the proper way necessarily to behave with any given person. So like when people tell you directly like that, it's just so nice because then I don't have to worry like, did you get them the wrong thing? Are they mad at you? Are they, you know, are they happy? Is it like a pointless gift that they're going to throw in a box, etc., etc.? So yeah, I don't know, man. People are so tough. I just don't understand people. It's so complicated all the time. People are so complicated. Achievement completed. Student driver. Easy on the brakes. Gained vehicles level 4. Yeah, super valuable. Vehicles level 4. One of the most important skills we could ever have in this game. And we're going to head to Extract here. Good lord, there's a lot of zombies between us and Extract. I mean, we could just park the road roller and leave it and hoof it over to, because Extract is here and everything to our north is just hordes, and it would require us to go through the town, which I don't think we can do necessarily. I think we just hoof it. We're not carrying anything huge that's like problematic, so like we don't need to bring the vehicle. We don't need to deal with it. Yeah, I think we just go on foot, follow this trail across and just go to Extract, I think is the way to do this. It does take us past the swamps, of course, but there shouldn't really be anything problematic there. So yeah, I think that's the plan. In fact, we should just call the episode, I think. Yeah, we're at like 45 minutes. I hope you enjoyed me rambling as I do. Probably some of you did. So when we come back, we will go to Extract and we will have exactly 50% of the sheet metal that we require. And we know from our previous episode, we actually had enough material tokens for everything. We were just like 10 shy. So even if we, for some reason, would lose all of this stuff, we actually have once we go back, we will have every material token required to just buy everything from the Infinity Ore. So really, no matter what, when we get back to base, we'll be able to afford that room upgrade. And that's what we'll be doing probably in the next episode. So everyone, for now, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my nonsense. I, of course, will be back in the near future with more content, and I'll see you next time.